Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. On the move to his left. That's complete, right around the 8. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are on the board here first in the season opener. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Take it in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. On the defensive end, Cameron Sutton with the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. This one hauled in by Sample. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play, won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 52 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking at mid-season form here in the opener. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. That one goes for 24 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Pickett back to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Pickett sets up play action. Steps away. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Let's go.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Steelers 14, Bengals nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Mixon with a first down carry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
Here we go.
As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow, flush to his right. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Gun.
To throw again on second down. Burrow.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Burrow on third down.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase,
a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
109 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker. And now it's 3rd down.
Pickett. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TV. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick six in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Bengals 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
On one, ready?
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Mixing up the middle. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Burrow. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Dodges him at the 50. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
He's a fan favorite when he plays at home. Every time he makes a big-time play, you can hear him shout, "Muth," from the stands. Pittsburgh, they love it. A lot of comparisons to Heath Miller as a rookie, and he contributed 7 touchdown catches. Now he contributes a first down with that grab.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. A solid stiff arm. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
This is Harris. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal to start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Gotta go.
Burrow will throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They will throw on first down with Burrow.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. They go play action with Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
Here we go.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
11 MT.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Pickett. Here's Freiermuth again. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a toss play. It's Harris. And some room to run now. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. They'll run again with Harris. Taken down at the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side with Harris. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Pickett. Rolling to his left. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
On 2, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
1-1, ready?
Burrow. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Steelers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bengals,